okay. So, we're gonna travel to Pampanga on Monday. Aiden's birthday. I think we actually did this kind of vlog last year as well. I think it's also Aiden's birthday. So, we're gonna do it again. And I need to bring a book. And I know I was not able to make any vlogs this past few months. And it's already March. Oh no, it's already April. And I am so sorry about that. It was just very busy and I don't know what kind of vlogs or content I should make for you guys. But I'm actually active on TikTok. I have been posting videos there every day actually. I think I just feel a little lazy with editing long form videos. But we are gonna get back on my YouTube because I have to. And I really wanted to do this again. So we're gonna do that. So if you guys don't know yet, I'm already a Kindle girly. I already have my Kindle. My husband got me a Kindle last February. This is his Valentine's gift for me. And I was able to finish 3 books already. Surprise, surprise! I know. Since I'm gonna go to Pampanga, of course I'm gonna bring my Kindle. But I also wanted to bring a physical book. And I don't know what book to bring because we're gonna stay there for a week. And honestly, I just really wanted to read something romance and maybe I should bring a thriller book just because, I don't know. I actually have my eye on 𝗟𝗲𝘁'𝘀 Hazelwood at the moment. I'm actually thinking if I should read Love on the Brain or Love Theoretically, but I'm also have my eye on Not in Love by hers. So, I don't know. I kind of like pink, color pink this month. Here's the sugar daddy. Okay. So, I don't know what book to bring actually. Maybe you could help me. No. I think I'd probably bring Love Theoretically by 𝗟𝗲𝘁'𝘀 Hazelwood. And I wanted to bring one more book just in case. I think I want to bring They Both Die at the End. I really wanted to read this. I was supposed to read this last January, but I don't know. But I'm going to bring this. And I have a bunch of dark romance books on my Kindle. So, if you don't know me yet, I like to cover my books. I am recently using adhesive book cover because it's easier to cover my books than all that stuff. I just have to snip to put it on my books, but we're gonna do that now. And I'm also going to pick my highlighter and my tabs that I will bring in Pampanga. So, wrap this babies up. So I'm actually finished with the books that I'm gonna bring and the stuff I need for reading. I know I'm just gonna stay there for a week, but this is actually a lot and I wanna show you guys. And I already have my tabs ready. This is just a whole pack. I didn't remove some of the colors that I think doesn't match the cover. I'm pretty much sure I might need it, but I'm gonna keep it in this book. And yeah, this is my tab for They Both Died at the End. This is my tab for Love Theoretically. And this is my bookmark. So I am not quite sure if I should bring a separate bookmark for this book or I don't really need a bookmark because I could use the tab as a bookmark. So we're gonna think about that. I still have time to think about it, but I'd probably end up not bringing one. So we're just gonna stick with whatever we have. You know me, I like to highlight my books with different colors and it depends on how I felt about the thing I read. So I have a lot of highlights here. I actually try to bring as many as I can that matches the books that I have here and the tabs. So this is actually quite a lot. I mean, it's a bunch I still have there. A lot of colors and I don't think I should bring that much because I don't think I'm gonna finish this in a week staying there or it depends. I don't know because I don't know. And I am also planning to bring this much of pens. And like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna use all of this, but you know me, I love annotating, so I'd probably bring this anyways because I have a lot of space in the bags that I'll be bringing tomorrow. So I think we have enough space. Probably read on my Kindle while traveling. So I don't think I'll be able to read any of this, but once we get to the destination, I will definitely read this book. So I'm also like a mood reading kind of girl now for some reasons because I wanted to read a lot of books and sometimes I get bored with one book, so I don't want to push myself with finishing it. So I am moving to a different book. So right now I'm actually reading three books. I just finished Lights Out, the first book I've ever read so far. I'm still reading Books, Poets, and Regrets by 𝗟𝗲𝘁'𝘀. I won't be bringing this just because I don't feel like reading it outside my house. This baby's gonna stay here. But I'll finish reading it once I get back here. And then I'm also reading The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. I read the first book and I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. So I'll be making a quarterly book reading wrap up. I think that's better than a monthly reading wrap up, especially in my situation right now. I'm kind of lazy these days. So I think that's a better solution for us to have content every day. But these are all the things I'll be bringing. And I have also packed some of our clothes already. That's our suitcase. That's our clothes, good for a week. And this is the other bag that I was telling you guys. There's nothing in it just yet. So I think I have a lot of space for the things I wanted to bring. Especially includes things for reading and tabbing and annotating. So I'm not done packing yet. 50% of the things that we will be bringing tomorrow is ready to go. We just have to leave. And as you can see, my eyes is a little bit teary and it's a little bit red for some reasons. I don't know why, but I hope it gets better tomorrow because I don't want to leave looking like this. So that's it for this update, for this reading vlog. I'm hoping we could be more consistent doing this. I should keep doing my YouTube channel, but we have those days, so we're already in Pampanga and we're already settled in. I took a shower and actually I really don't know what to say. I actually feel a little tired and it's a little hot here, so I have to take a shower and the kids are playing. You see that? We came here a little bit early than the actual date of Aiden's birthday just because it's Holy Week and we don't want to be stuck in traffic. We don't want to have problems traveling from Manila here to Pampanga. That's why we've decided to travel a little early and we're gonna stay here for a week, and then after that we're going to do a little celebration in Manila as well with Aiden. So he's gonna have like 2 birthday celebrations here in Pampanga and 1 in Manila. I actually don't know what to say. That's just the update I have for you guys today. But aside from that, I was actually able to read up until 14% of my current read, which is The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. And I'm actually getting kind of interested in the book. I'm actually on the suspicious part now, so I'm hoping we could read more. I don't do a lot of things here. Not like when I'm in Manila, I don't have to clean a lot. So I would pretty much say that I will just read every time I'm here. And she has work at night, so I could do and read some books at night, and she sleeps in the morning, so I'd pretty much have a lot of time for myself and the kids, and we're just gonna read. I'm hoping we could finish the books that I have here within a span of a week, but I don't think that's possible, but we'll see. I will see if I could finish The Housemaid's Secret within a week. so that I could read a lot of books for this week, because I only finished 2 books last March because I did mood reading, and mood reading is okay. Got a little slower in reading the books, but it didn't put me in a slump. That makes sense, because when I'm bored, because usually before, when I'm bored with one book, I just put it down and I don't touch anything. I don't read anything. I'm just waiting for that something in me to get back into reading. But for this one, if I decided that I'm bored with this book, I could just change to a different book, which is completely fine. I just feel like I am reading books a little slower than I was before. But it's actually more fun, to be honest. And I was not expecting it, because remember, I did a few challenge about mood reading, trying to read 2 different books, and that thing didn't work. I think it's because I was too forced to do it. I think that's one of the pros of having a Kindle. It's like you could bring Kindle anywhere and you could, change from book to book without touching a physical book. That makes sense. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know how to explain it, but that's just how I felt with mood reading. But so far, I need to do a lot of catching up, because I did not finish my 5 books per month goal last March. So I'm going to see if I could finish 8 books this April, which I don't think it's impossible for me, to be honest. If I really wanted to, I could definitely finish 8 books. I could probably finish 3 books in a week, to be honest, but we still don't know. We have a birthday event coming in, so I am not quite sure if we could finish that. We'll see within this week if we're able to finish a lot. But for now, that's the only update I can give you guys. I need to relax a little because I'm tired. And look at my eyes. It's getting worse, I think. It's the next day, and I know I didn't update last night, I think, but I know it's terrible. I'm 20% in this book, The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden, and so far, so good. I'm actually liking the story so far, but I'm actually now feeling a little bit suspicious with Millie's new employer, and I think it's the guy again who's like doing this crazy things with his wife, but we don't know that yet, because with the first book, it was actually Mrs. Winchester that I really hated in that book, and I feel like Andrew was like, he's so sweet, he's so kind, he's just not good enough for Mrs. Winchester. I forgot her name, but it turns out it's the other way around, so we'll have to wait and see what's happening in this book. But so far, I'm enjoying it, and we will read a few more today. I just don't know the spot where I'm supposed to sit. I want coffee, but my mother doesn't have a bigger cup, and you know me, I use like a bigger cup to make my coffee, and I'm an iced coffee kind of girl. They usually drink hot coffee here, and I feel like it's a crime for some reasons, but figure it out. We'll try to look for things we could use to make our coffee, hopefully. So figured out my coffee situation. This is still iced coffee. It's just on a smaller cup, but we're still gonna drink this. We're going to read our book. And I also have my audiobook ready, and we're just gonna go ahead and read some books. This girl is a psycho. So there's a part here in this book where it was mentioned that when something is happening, people just doesn't do anything, or they don't help for a lot of reasons. And I do agree with, what's wrong with people nowadays not helping. But if you come to think of it, there's actually a lot of dangerous things that is happening in the world. And sometimes this kind of scenes were used to kidnap people, rob people, or murder, kill someone with that kind of distraction. So basically, people are just learning to ignore those kind of things, and I think sometimes it's hard for them to identify which is true and not true. I know it's fucked up because there's a lot of instances that it's true, but you can't really blame people, especially those who have family, because they can't sacrifice themselves because they have a family. I mean, in all honesty, I might do the same thing, especially I have kids. But if I don't have kids and I don't have family just yet, I'd probably stop and help someone. If I'm with my husband, I'm not alone by myself, my husband and I will definitely help. But if it's just me, I can't. And I am so sorry, hate me, whatever you say about me, but I can't. I don't have the skills, but my husband does. So we could help in a lot of ways if it's me and him. But if it's just me alone, I'd probably die first. And then the person I'm trying to help will stay alive longer than I'll do. So I'm that stupid when it comes to this kind of situation. So it's not gonna work with that. I'd rather ignore and walk past through it. I know it sounds crazy, it sounds stupid, but it is what it is. And I am so sorry. Victim blaming. I hate it. Bullshit. Asshole. Just tell her, girl. Forget about Enzo. We always have Enzo in the picture. So I just finished chapter 14 and I really do hate reading victim blaming and stuff like that. I mean, it's just it's so infuriating, but I can't do anything because this is a book and we have to wait for that. And I'm also hoping that Millie tells Brock her real past. Just the past, not what she did during the Winchester stuff. And with Enzo, I think he'd definitely understand her, and I think that's gonna be just off her shoulders. It's still up to her, but I'm hoping that it's gonna be mentioned in this book at least, or I'm thinking that Brock will be her new partner in crime in replacement of Enzo. So yeah, and I'm just thinking here, Enzo is everyone likes her. Mrs. Winchester, they had not an affair, but something happened to them in the first book. And now, he's Millie's ex. It's just wild. It's crazy. But I love it. I love Enzo, though. Don't get me wrong, but he's in a relationship with this wild woman for some reasons. It's crazy. He's a toxic woman magnet. That makes sense. I have things to do, but I'll get back to you guys in a while because I really love this book. And I have a very terrible lighting right now because I'm just using this flashlight thing. But I think it's kind of cute. We're gonna read more of this bad boy later. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Ooh, suspicious. This is probably Brock's work. So my camera is about to die, so I'm about to end this vlog for tonight. But so far, so good. I'm enjoying the Housemaid secret, and I might still read until later tonight. So we're gonna read more, and what else am I gonna say for this book? I think Brock is up to something. I can sense it. My guts is telling me that there's something wrong with this man, because he's a lawyer. Is he though? Yeah, I think he is. And I'm pretty much sure he already did a background check with Millie. And I think he already knows something. He's just waiting for Millie to say something. And with what happened to Xavier, he was arrested for, drugs after dealing with Millie. So I think there's something happening here, something fishy. It's either Brock who's doing something, or it's probably Douglas. So I am so curious and intrigued, and I'm going to read more of it. Unfortunately, my camera is dying, so I have to charge it first, and we'll continue this tomorrow. But I'll read more tonight before I go to sleep. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. It's the next day, and we bought some drinks. I wanted coffee, but there's no coffee, so I'll be having a milk tea instead. So I'm going to read more books, and we'll see how this goes. And yeah, so let's get right into it. So it's fourth day here in Pampanga, and I am 65% in this book. I would say that the pace of Millie helping the abused wife was so fast. And I almost forgot that the 50% of the book was like the POV of the abused wife. So I'm on that part right now, and I don't think she is completely abused, which is kind of weird. And it's starting to annoy me how the supposed to be abused wife her character is just doesn't feel good, like when she says her step 1, 2, and 3 and stuff like that, just like with the Housemaid, the first book. So I have a feeling that the reason she asked Millie's help is she just want money from her rich husband, which is Douglas Garrett. If that's the plan, it's gonna be insane. And I don't know how Millie is gonna get away from it. Hopefully it will be fixed soon. I don't know what kind of ending is this, but I don't think it's a good ending for me, or it's not the kind of ending I am expecting, in all honesty. I have so much high hopes in this book just because of how good the first book is. And I'm actually getting a lot of videos on social media that the book 2 was not as good as book 1. So, maybe that's true. I don't know yet, but I would admit that part 1 of this book was really quite interesting. So, we'll see how the book 2 goes, and I don't know if I'm gonna read book 3. I believe there's 2 more of this. There's like a novella. I think it's a 2.5 of the book, and then there's the third book of this series. So, we'll see if it's a meh for me or not, but after reading this, I might read a romance first or a drama I have upstairs. If you guys remember, I have Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, and the other book is They Both Die at the End by 𝗟𝗲𝘁'𝘀, if I believe so. And look at my eyes. I think I still have sore eyes. So, I don't know what's happening. It's probably because of the weather, but it's not that itchy anymore, but it's still it's red. It was not red last night. I don't know what's happening right now, but it is a little bit of red today. So, let's hope I get well soon. But we're gonna read more because I'm almost done. I think I have 3 hours left in this book, and I think we could do that today, hopefully, but we have to get some snacks. So I'm actually 73% in the Housemaid Secret. All I can say is that I have like this prediction like at the back of my mind where I think the girl is the psycho one, but then I changed my mind completely because Millie saw that Douglas is really hurting Wendy. But then when we get to part 2, like the abused wife's POV, I'm shocked that the psycho one is the girl. And after reading the first chapter in part 2, I already knew that the girl or Wendy plotted something to kill her husband because Douglas is a rich, nerdy guy. And I don't know. I think she also did some research for that guy just for her to get married to a rich guy, and then she decided that she's going to have an affair with the broke guy, which is it's so stupid, especially when she also came to, she also grew up as poor. So basically, they just have like the same experience. I would just say that Douglas did a pretty good job with, keeping his money and making sure that he has the money until he dies, obviously. And he knows how to I don't know, he just learned from being poor and decided to make sure that he doesn't go poor after that. But Wendy has like a different experience. She wants to get a lot of things that she was not able to get when she was younger, which is understandable. I mean, not doesn't everyone grew up poor wanted that as well, but it just sucks that she has to do that, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I'm also wanted to see, and I'm so intrigued of what is going to happen with Millie, because in this situation it's like Millie was used to kill Douglas. It's like she was tricked to help someone thinking that they were being abused by their husband, but in reality it's the other way around. So I'm so intrigued of what's gonna happen with this book. And if I could finish this tonight, I really want to finish it tonight because I think I can. Because like I said, I'm 73% in the book. So let's see if we could finish it or how. I don't know. I think this is just gonna take me about 2 to 3 hours. So if given a chance, maybe we could finish it tonight. So unfortunately, I got lost track of time. And it's already 12:47 a.m. and I have not finished The Housemaid Secret, but I might read it now and it might take me until 2 to 3 a.m. I don't know. I hope not, but I am so eager to finish this today so I could start a new book by tomorrow. But I'd probably push myself to finish this because I only have just like few percent left in the book. But I won't make any videos about it because we're gonna go upstairs. I have to put the kids in bed. It's way past their bedtime. I just let them play together because they don't always see each other, and then I'll just continue reading while waiting for them to go into a deep sleep. So I'll see you all guys tomorrow. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! It's his birthday, so yeah. Well, we'll update you guys tomorrow. Bye! So it's Aiden's birthday, and we're gonna go out and look for a place where we can do a little picnic or just a little bonding together.
Yes.
So,
Of course we're gonna bond.
yeah.
Yo, what's going on, guys? What's going on, boss? It's my birthday today.
So this is the picnic spot we found. It's just like in the Bayanihan Hall because this is like the only place we could stay where it's not hot and it's not crowded. Because some of like mini parks here, there's like few people staying there and they have their chicken or panabong, if you know what panabong is. That's why we're here with the kids. They're gonna use their iPad and I'm gonna read my book while we're staying here for a while just to relax for a bit. We're heading back home. So it's just like a few minutes away. It's just like very walking distance. That's why it's easy for us to go there. But we're on our way home. Yapping! So I just finished reading The Housemaid by 𝗟𝗲𝘁𝘀. And before I show you guys my rating, disclaimer, I'm not hard to please. If I really find the book enjoying and I am quite satisfied with the ending, that's automatic 5 stars. And this book is a 5 stars for me. And it actually made me wonder why some readers on TikTok didn't like this book. They said it was okay. It's not quite impactful as the first book. I think the surprise elements in the first book and this book is completely different. But all I can say is they are both satisfying at the end and I really enjoyed it. It's really a fast-paced and this is my first read for the month of April and I am quite happy that we have another 5-star read, and I think I have been having this 5-star reads ever since I started reading every day this year, which is surprising. I really enjoy this and I really love it, and it's an automatic 5-star, and I am excited to read the 2.5 of the series and the third book of the series. I think I'll be the judge of it if it's not a good book or if it's a good book, but I don't know. They said that the 2.5 of the book is not really necessary, but some says it is quite necessary for the third book to make sense. We'll see about that. I have that here. I have that books here, so we are going to read that soon. But that's it for The Housemaid's Secret by 𝗟𝗲𝘁𝘀, and I might read a different book tomorrow. And if you guys remember, I have physical physical books with me. So I am going to read probably Love Theoretically or They Both Died at the End. I don't know yet, but I have to pick at least one of those. So it's the next day and we had a little game of what book I am going to read today. And these kids are wild, but I'm going to read They Both Die at the End by 𝗟𝗲𝘁𝘀𝘀. I already have my tabs ready. I also have my audiobook and everything ready as well. So I'm just gonna dip. But I need some highlighters and some pens that I'm going to use for this book while I'm tabbing it. So let me pick a color. Now I think this is gonna be a sad book. So here are the things that we're going to use to read They Both Died at the End by 𝗟𝗲𝘁𝘀𝘀. And that's all the paraphernalia we need to read the book. So we actually moved out of the house. We're outside because I feel like it's just more cozy, even though there's a lot of kids playing outside. But I think I could read more here for some reasons. I don't know, but I just feel more relaxed here than inside the house. So here we are, reading the same book. They both died at the end, but outside my house. So what's the relevance of the planet Pluto in this book? I don't know, but it's kind of interesting. So we really need to read through it. I'm actually on page 28 and it's kind of relatable in my opinion. Everything that I have highlighted on this book right now, if you guys see that, that's already a lot for 28 pages in the book. It's actually making sense when it comes to life and when you're realizing your end day is about to come. And there are some parts here that are really sad, but there are some parts here that actually made sense. And I really like those parts. And I don't know what to feel about this book because I have seen few things on social media, TikTok, Instagram, that this is a sad book. I don't know if I'm gonna cry or not, but they said this is kind of sad. So we'll see. I have onion skin, so I'd probably be crying after this book. So far, so good. And the death cast kind of introduction in this book is not that really hard to understand per se. And it's kind of okay. It's not really hard. So we'll read more into it and see what's gonna happen in this book. So I forgot to mention that I just realized after going to page 28 that my tabs are not matching the cover at all. This is a blue book, right? And look at the color of my tab. It's mostly green. There's no blue in here. To be fair, I was rushing to pack up my things to go here in Pampanga. That's why most of the tabs I have and the highlighters I have are like off the color of the book cover just because I prefer packing things. I just picked this tab from my unopened tabs that I have at home. So this is the colors I picked up because I think this is the closest one. It's not really that close. Do you see any closeness of these colors in the cover? I don't think so. But that doesn't matter because it's okay. I'm not getting mad about it. Actually, I am. Kinda, a little. But there's nothing we can do about it. It's already here and I'm already using it. So might as well deal with it. That's all. Thank you. So it's 10:01 p.m. and I will continue reading this for a few more pages until I feel sleepy. I'm actually a little bit sleepy, but it's getting good. And I do have a strong feeling that I might be crying somewhere in this book before I finish it. So it's gonna be wild, but that's the prediction. Rufus's joke is funny, but it's really sad, in my opinion. It is sad. There's like less than 100 pages for part 1, which is dead cast. I think I could finish this tonight. I'll try to finish part 2 tomorrow, although it's hella thick. It's like this thick. I could read the first half in the morning and then maybe the other half in the evening, but I don't know if I could finish it. I could finish part 1 tonight, hopefully. But yeah, let's read it.
When?
So I just finished the first part of Who Die at the end, and I'm actually quite enjoying it, but I also feel sad for Mateo and Rufus. Although it's very relatable, not quite. It's very relatable in a way of what people think when you're about to face death. And everything what's in here were some things that I thought before. You know, I know I'm not gonna die yet, but I have thought of those somehow, and it's very relatable. And I actually really like the concept of last friend, but I am more curious to know, how does Deathcast know when this person is about to die within the next 24 hours? I'm curious to know that. I don't know if that's gonna be mentioned in this book. Hopefully it does, because I really wanted to know how that happens, or how did they got the news for someone that is going to die that day. I mean, for someone, if you're gonna think about it, it's kind of comforting to know that you're gonna die within the next 24 hours. At least you still have the whole day to say your goodbyes, mend the relationship to someone that you have issues with, clear things up, like write all the things you think that you made wrong. That's if I'm making sense or whatever. But you know, I know I'm making sense, but it's just so sad to think that this is what those people were thinking before their end day. That's like a little update about the book. But all I can say is I'm actually a little happy because I finished this before 12 a.m. tonight, which is crazy. And I think I could start reading a few pages of part 2. Later on, we will see how many pages I could finish today or later. Or tomorrow, I don't know. So it's our last day here in Pampanga, and I'm going to read my book. I actually did a few pages earlier. Rufus and Mateo already met through the Last Friend app, and I'm actually on the part where Rufus is helping Mateo get out of his apartment so he could do the things he wanted to do before his last day or his end day. So that's where I'm at, and we're gonna go back to our spot yesterday, which is this spot right there, and we are going to start reading my book. I feel sad for Mateo because he really wants to say goodbye to his dad before his life ends, but unfortunately his father is in a coma, is not waking up anytime soon. So it's just so heartbreaking. It's just sad. I like the part where Mateo said that his dad taught him that it's okay to give in to your emotions, but you should fight your way out of the bad ones too. I think this actually makes sense, especially with our generation. If you're in your 30s or early 30s, I think we're on the same generation where we're born in the 90s. This actually made sense because growing up we were not really open, or how do I say this? It's just that I don't think we are allowed to give out a lot of these emotions just because our parents told us not to without any reasons why we can't. It might not be everyone's experience, but that's kind of my experience. Growing up, it's not real. You're just overthinking about it. You're just feeling it too much. So I think reading a book like this saying that your parents taught you to give in to your emotions but not give in too much, especially the bad ones, is actually kind of refreshing because you'd know that your kids will be emotionally intelligent. because I'm not emotionally intelligent before I met my husband. I just become emotionally intelligent because of him, and I was able to get out all of the emotions I have and be me, if I'm making sense. It is actually kind of refreshing, but it is sad. It hits a lot of things from my past that is really, sad in a way that I'm not crying yet, but it just makes you daze for a minute. Like, oh damn, you're just gonna freeze and stop. And I don't know, it's just hard to explain, but it's just what I am feeling while reading this book. And it's honestly very hard to put down. And I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. I don't think I'm gonna end up being happy with the book. I'd be mostly sad, but I would say that I would be satisfied. It's just that, like I said, it's very nostalgic, but also very sad. If that makes sense. Am I making sense? Should I feel that way while reading this book? Is that the appropriate feeling I should feel for this book? So I just ended up on page 153, and the last POV I read was Mateo's POV, where he was trying to see his best friend for the last time before his end day. And I would say it's pretty sad, and I do understand why he was so selfish of not let her best friend know that it's his end day. But I just wish that, it's a little bit different on the book. But I'm liking it so far, and it's getting darker, so we have to get back inside the house. I thought I was gonna cry at the part where Mateo was saying goodbye to his dad, but I didn't cry, but it's so heartbreaking. And I think I'm still gonna get through that crying, sad parts of the books because I just read this much of the book, and I still have this much. So we have to brace ourselves, and we have to be brave with reading this book. Hopefully I could finish this before we go home to Manila, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm still gonna read more later tonight. I just have to prep some dinner and make sure the kids eat something before I start. It's already 9:17 p.m. and I will try to finish part 2 of They Both Died at the End. And then tomorrow when we get back to Manila, I'll try to finish the third part. I don't know yet. This part 2 is thicker than part 1, so I'm not quite sure if we're able to finish it tonight. We're gonna try it. So it's 12 a.m. and I didn't finish part 2. So I'm gonna finish it when I get back to Manila because I have to pack our things, which it's already packed. I don't know, guys, if you can see that, but it's right here. Here's our clothes, and we're packed and we're ready to go. And I have to make sure everything is in order, so we're not gonna have a hard time fixing our stuff tomorrow. So I got busy with that, so I was not able to finish part 2 of They Both Died at the End, but I will finish it once I get back to Manila. I'm also going to start reading Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn. While traveling, I will read my Kindle, so finish it. And as you guys don't know yet, I'm also doing mood reading now. I don't know, for some reasons, I just kind of enjoy doing it recently, and I think I'm able to finish a lot of books. On the downside, though, if I'm not reading the book without the audiobook, it's actually taking me forever to finish. So I'm currently reading 3 books. Now, the first book is Books and Poets and Regrets by 𝗟𝗲𝘁, and I have been reading that book since February or March, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm gonna finish it soon because I'm like more than 50% in the book. We'll also finish that once we get back to Manila, but for now, I'm gonna take a rest because we have a early thing that we need to do tomorrow so that we could get back to Manila before lunch, or at least 1 p.m. So we could still, eat, the kids could still play, and I could still read my book. I'll see you on my next update. we're back in Manila, and I was not able to do any vlog this morning because right after we woke up, we just went straight to getting our things fixed, and the priority is get home. We have to hurry up. It's not really hard to come home, or the bus station or the terminal was not that packed, but it's actually kind of hard to find the bus because even though the people are not that many like yesterday, there's still a lot of people that needs to go to wherever they're gonna go. And it's wild. And most of the buses are like making sure that the bus is full before they leave. That's our day so far. This is also actually the end of the vlog. For this week's vlog, I'll be making a new vlog. Gonna celebrate Aiden's birthday here in Manila. We're gonna go out probably on Thursday, so that's gonna be a new vlog. For now, this vlog ends here, and while doing this vlog, I was able to finish one book, which is The Housemaid's Secret by 𝗟𝗲𝘁'𝘀. I'm in the middle of my second book, which is They Both Die at the End by 𝗟𝗲𝘁'𝘀. And then I am starting my third book, which is Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Queen, and I have to read that for my Books and Brews book club. So far, so good. This week is amazing, and I don't know what else to say anymore. It's been a while since I have done vlogging, but I actually enjoyed our whole week, and I enjoyed doing a reading vlog. Hoping to make more soon for you guys. That's it for today's vlog. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and comment down below. And if you want more of this, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you on my next vlog.